Tell me everything about the Indigenous Niagara Outstanding Achievement Awards and the return happening on Friday, September 5th at 6 p.m.
Well, we've come back with a big return here after 2 years. And one of the things that I had started to do previously, the awards began, I founded them in 2019, so this will be the 6th year that we're doing them. And this year, we formed a committee of previous award recipients. So the idea always was to make this a peer-driven awards program, right? Where, once we got enough award recipients in stock, if you will, we were then able to transition to actually making it a peer-driven program. And this year is very, very strong on that level. And also it's great to have that level of experience because we are identifying people who are quite prominent, quite experienced in their particular disciplines, and to have them helping to look at and evaluate nominations and to make those decisions is very strong. The other thing that's resulted from this is we have absolutely tremendous support from sponsors. In the past, when we did it at the First Ontario Performing Arts Center, I wasn't that directly involved in the funding aspects of it. But with this year, we've gone out with our committee and we've raised support from 11 different sponsors across several diverse sectors, from education and foundations and businesses. It's just individuals and families. It's just incredible. What that has allowed us to do this year for the first time ever is to actually provide a cash award in addition to the trophies to the recipients. And I apologize for that, Karl, that we couldn't do it in 2020 when
that's not retroactive. Yeah, that's not retroactive. Okay, all right. That's I'll be okay. I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, when you and Sean won it. But in any event, there's that, and also we had the resources to bring in top-notch Indigenous musical talent to help, kind of shape the show as a real entertaining event. So those two things are coming about as a result of this great support.
Yeah, there's so many things I want to ask you about here. I need to take a second and I need to highlight that it's really important to celebrate Indigenous people, and in the context of a lot of people say to both of us, Tim, how can I help? I'm an ally. I want to be an ally to Indigenous people. How can I help? This is laying it out for you. This is celebrating people that are really doing outstanding things in our community. I've had a chance to see some of the nominees and of course past recipients. This is such a positive thing. Can you talk a little bit? I want to talk to you about the lineup and the night itself. But before we do that, can you just on a larger scale talk about how important it is and what a great opportunity this is? And if you're listening right now, you're invited. Head on over to the Landscape of Nations Facebook page, register, and you can come to the event. But how important is it to celebrate Indigenous people and positivity?
Well, it's really crucial, and you've got to provide affirmation to people, right? And set aspirational standards towards which people can work. And that's what these awards do and have done very successfully. There are 6 categories of the awards. These include outstanding achievement in performing arts, visual arts, intellectual advancement, language and culture, empathic traditions, and a 2-row Alliance Award, which is given to settlers or non-Indigenous peoples who are very supportive and have done great work in partnership with Indigenous communities. So, these cover a lot of ground, and one of the things we realized this year, as in past years, is there's a lot of great people out there in the community. If we look at the nominations, we were well stocked with nominations from which to choose this year. I mean, we're already a good 3 to 5 years deep, in the possibilities for future annual award celebrations. So Yeah, it's just really critically important to provide this kind of affirmation for folks and acknowledgement and recognition for the hard work that they do.
It's so important. Again, for listeners, this is happening Friday, September 5th, from 6 to 8:30 p.m. I'm so honored that Niagara College is going to be the host location for this.
Yeah.
Head on the back of the Niagara-on-the-Lake location, the Marotta hallway. Again, 6 to 8 p.m. Friday, September 5th. Can you talk about the lineup? Like this is going to be fun,
Well,
even if you don't care about the awards. This is going to be a
well,
great concert.
world class, really, in terms of Indigenous musicians from within Canada. We have two Juno Award winning musicians, Tom Wilson and Derek Miller, performing at the event. I mean, geez, just come out for that, if nothing else, right? And then we have a chart topping musician from Six Nations of the Grand River, Lacey Hill, and Native American Music Award winners, the Ollivanders. These are all fantastic musical groups, and it's just going to be wonderful. So we're going to intersperse their performances throughout the awards as we announce the six awards this year to keep things lively. But not only that, I think what's happened in past years is once the nominees are identified or the award recipients are identified, they often do some really interesting things when they're up there as well. So I think there's a real possibility for some really cool organics to emerge within the evening, and I think it's just going to be wonderful.
I can't say enough good things about the awards. I got about 30 seconds left for you, Tim. Is there anything I haven't asked you about that you want to make sure our listeners are aware of?
No, I think the thing that you mentioned earlier, Karl, about how do you support Indigenous peoples and get involved during this era of truth and reconciliation. Well, get involved with these awards. We do want to continue to increase their impact, and so we're always looking for additional sponsors. Again, this year's fantastic, and we are going to take time not just to move quickly past the mention of who our sponsors are. We're going to talk about each one of them this year because these are allies who are doing some significant work. Just as one example, we have both Brock University and Niagara College, the two post-secondary stellar institutions involved in this project, and both of their presidents will be speaking at the event.
Absolutely wonderful. So much. I mean, this is the model of First Nations people, Métis, Inuit, non-Indigenous people working together to really make the kind of future we want to have. Tim Johnson, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Karl.